was a pretty big state. Anyway, I was joking. I don't think anybody cares about the election yesterday.
Did you vote?
Next year is the election. You know what? I didn't vote.
Me neither.
I feel like I was kind of ashamed of myself.
I drove by a precinct and I said, wait a second, I have no idea what's on the ballot. I'm not even going to vote.
I'm one of those
I don't even know if, I assumed because I saw precinct signs in our area that there was something up there. But usually you hear something, you get mailers. I didn't hear anything.
We had a big election in Troy. We had a mayor, a mayoral, and city council.
Who won?
Exactly. I had one of those doctor's appointments yesterday where you get, Michael, bring you into the room.
Yeah.
And they do the height, weight, everything. And they're like, all right, doctor will be in 10 minutes. It was an hour.
Whoa, I'm glad
And I actually walked out into the hallway. I did one of those, like, you guys forget about me, or I just want to make sure we're all good here. And it was very frustrating. It was like, I thought it was going to be about an hour total, and it was too close.
Wow, I was going to bring this up the other day, because when I had my surgery last week, it's a pet peeve. The surgery was scheduled for like 3:15, 3:30. Get there at 1 o'clock, 1:15. For what? You don't get taken back till, I could see maybe an hour before. Just sitting around doing nothing. And for me, I didn't care what else to do. But like for my wife, she had work, she had the rearranged patient. There, she showed up. Yes.
Wow. But she had to drive you home.
No.
Still need Uber home.
No, I had a friend take me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't she take you?
Because I told her she wanted to. No, actually, she kind of did. Her and her friends had plans, and she was going to blow them off. I said, no. All right, he can see ya. No, I told her, what did you stay around?
An eye chart.
You see this box score?
If I can get a ride, what's the difference?
I don't know. Whenever we bring up these topics, the doctors always have some explanation.
Right.
I'm sure it's if something cancels, then they go to you next, and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
so on and so forth. So I'm sure that's what it is. Plus, a lot of times, if you're going under general anesthesia, which you did,
Right.
they have to ask you 6,000 questions before they actually give you the first, right?
No, but it's like an hour and a half of sitting there in the waiting room before you even get taken back.
Well, I had a procedure recently, and I got there, and I thought it was going to be, like, because Christy was meeting me there, and I'm like, yeah, get there, like, whatever, and it won't be till 4 o'clock, and, like, at 2:30, like, come on back, and I was like, uh-oh. Like, where's your ride? I'm like, not here yet, she'll be here soon, and they're like, oh, well, if your ride's not here, I don't know if we can start. I said, she'll be here, yes, let's get this process started. So, they probably have people ready. Anyway, if you didn't stay up late last night, you missed Michigan State falling to Kentucky 69-62, and if you're a Michigan State fan, you didn't miss much because the Spartans did not play very well. If you watch Michigan State basketball since Tom Izzo took over, all you got to know is this number right here. From the three-point line, the Spartans put it up 26 times and hit 5.
Yeah.
Show me a game in the history of Michigan State basketball, unless they were playing like Northwestern, where they shot the ball 26 times from long range and hit 5 and won. Certainly not against Kentucky.
No, you're not. If you shoot 19% from three-point range, you're not going to win. And they had too many turnovers as well. And really, the game. I watched the first half. The game was.
The game started as we predicted, by the way, around 9:50.
Right, because the Kansas Duke game went a little late, and then they had the football ratings, the playoff rankings.
Yes.
Live from Madison Square Garden, they had all those guys there. But Michigan State, they came back, they cut it to 2 with a minute left, under a little over a minute, and then freshman Tyrese Maxey, who was the star for Kentucky, 26 points. He hit a big 3 as the shot clock ran down, long range. In the first half, he came off the bench and he was just firing. That kid, he won't be playing in college basketball next year. He'll probably be in the NBA. He's like another Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Just from early indications.
So the Pistons will pass on him. Okay.
They
Well, the Pistons take instead of him.
Yeah, the Pistons.
Jack White from Duke.
He actually made some decent big shots last night.
Did he actually make it?
Yeah. Anyway, 16 turnovers, like I said, and it was a Michigan State game in that tournament, or that classic, whatever you want to
They're
call
now
it.
3-6 in the champions,
Yes.
whatever, which is actually a better record than I thought. I made the kind of blanket statement yesterday that they always seem to lose that game. So them losing is not a huge shocker. They looked thin in terms of depth, and that's weird because one of the reasons they're number 1 in the country preseason, not anymore, but is because of their depth and because they had a lot of guys. But Cash just scored 21. Beyond that, they didn't get anything. Rocket Watson is first college game, struggled.
Yes.
22 minutes and didn't score, 0 for 4 from the floor.
Henry got in foul trouble. The game was just turnovers, fouls, so many fouls. I mean, a lot of them were well deserved. I'm not blaming the referees, but it was a little ticky-tack foul fest in the first half. Like I said, Tillman got in a little foul trouble. Aaron Henry got in foul trouble. He got taken out after 3 minutes because he had 2 fouls.
So yellow.
But no.
Thank God. Because I hate to have that.
It's the first game, and Kentucky's going to be better.
They're both going to be better.
Yeah.
The cool thing about what they do there is you give a marquee matchup early in the season. The lousy thing about it is that these teams haven't played much together, and they certainly haven't played live competition for the most part. I know Michigan State does their little scrimmage thing every year. They played Gonzaga.
And lost.
Yeah. So whatever. I mean, Izzo said it. In the first game, I was kind of had it on as background noise as I was doing some work, and Jay Billis kept saying over and over again, it's a turnover fest for Kansas and Duke. So, I mean, look, they're going to be sloppy. If this TTU teams played in March, it would be a fantastic game.
Probably.
It probably wasn't much of a fantastic game, but because the game tipped off at 10 o'clock and you're listening to us right now at 6:10 a.m., you probably didn't see much of it. Michigan did survive against Appalachian State. They were up 30. That 30-point lead got down to 5, and then they survived 79 to 71.
If there was another minute left in that game, they would have lost that game. And the momentum just shifted. They couldn't play defense. They kept turning the ball over. Xavier Simpson did not have a good game. The story, besides Juwan Howard winning his debut, Teske had a double-double with 6 minutes left in the first half. He was incredible. Didn't do much in the second half. Eli Brooks, shooting from the outside, 24 points. Michigan shot 36% from the 3. You compare Michigan to Michigan State. There's the difference in the games. Obviously, the quality of the opponent is a lot different too. But they were hitting their open shots where Michigan State didn't. 67-37 and a 32-6 run by Appalachian State.
You know who I feel sorry for in all this is Jack Harbaugh. Jack usually sits when he goes to Michigan games in those 4 seats right between the Michigan bench and the scorer's table. And it appears that Juwan Howard is going to stand there for most of his games.
Oh, you're right.
And, John Beilein sat on the bench a lot, and he would get up and every now and then pace the sideline. But from when I was watching the game, he would stand planted right there in front of those 4 seats. He's a large man.
Yeah.
He's a 6'10", 6'11 guy.
Yeah.
And that would suck. Now, I know Jack probably gets a pretty decent price on those tickets. But if I spent the money to get floor seats at a Michigan basketball game, and Juwan Howard stood in front of me for the entire game, that'd be frustrating.
Yeah.
It would definitely be frustrating. All right, so last night the first college football playoff rankings came out, and conspiracy theory?
A little bit, but
ESPN didn't want CBS to have a 1 versus 2 game.
no.
I mean, seriously, they announced the rankings. Ohio State's 1, LSU, Bama, and Penn State are the top 4. Thank you. And I was flipping around after they made the announcement on ESPN 2. They had on Trevor Maddich, and they were breaking down, and it had LSU, Alabama, 2 versus 3, and I was like, "Oh, you're already doing it, aren't you? You're already taking away." I think CBS will promote the game as 1 versus 2.
As they should. We'll have Gary Danielson on tomorrow to talk about that.
We'll ask him. That'll be my first question. What are the rankings of these 2 teams?
I was somewhat surprised that Ohio State was number 1, only for the reason. Their strength of schedule, their best win has been Cincinnati.
That's right.
Who's a ranked team?
And Northwestern.
But,
Wisconsin.
right. I understand that. But as far as Cincinnati's undefeated, no, that was their only loss.
But Cincinnati was ranked, I think, 20th. Wisconsin was higher than them.
Right.
Yeah.
But they talked about their strength of schedule. I don't know. To me, LSU, when you win, now, granted, they're not great anymore. They were 10th in the country at the time when they beat them. But they went to Austin and beat Texas, correct?
Yeah, but now they're saying Texas sucks.
Yeah, but I'm saying, that's what I said. When they beat them, they were 10th.
Yeah, but they suck now.
They beat Florida, and they beat Auburn too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the word they kept using last night? Now I'm blanking because I was in bed when I was watching it. It wasn't strength of schedule. It was strength of, what was it?
Strength of record.
Yeah, what does that mean?
What that is like the percentage chance that a team playing your schedule would have your record.
Oh, okay. Okay, I don't even know what that means. But okay, no, I mean, so that's maybe that's part of it. And what Herbstreit kept saying when he was allowed to talk, I would have taken Jesse Palmer and Joey Galloway and said, "We'll go to you later," because Herbstreit kept getting cut off, and he's the guy I want to hear.
Right.
He kept saying this eye test. I mean, I think that's part of it. I think Ohio State, more than any team in college football, passes the eye test.
Well, when they had the the athletic director from Oregon, the head of selection committee, he basically referred to it. I mean, he went into detail. He talked about Chase Young, about how good Ohio State is. So, yeah, so Ohio State's won. You know, LSU, Alabama, and, Penn State 4. And people say, well, Clemson's got to be pissed. No, they just went out. LSU plays Alabama this week. Penn State plays Ohio State in a few weeks. Everything will take care of themselves.
Yeah.
If Clemson does what they have to do, they're going to be in. What's the big deal?
Actually, they made the point that Clemson's probably thrilled because Dabo has a motivational chip on the shoulder. And yeah, if Clemson wins the rest of its games, it will be in the playoffs.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it.
Let's see if something holds true here. So let's say Ohio State loses to Penn State and LSU loses to Alabama. Neither plays in their conference championship game. And then when the dust is settled, it's between those two to get the fourth spot. Does Ohio State still stay ahead of LSU? Because I call BS on that. When push comes to shove, LSU's got the better resume. Well, they can do everything they want and say and do with eye tests and all this. And the bottom line is, where would Ohio State's signature win really be?
It's fair. It's fair. But
Wisconsin.
What's LSU's signature win then?
Bama. Or not Bama, Auburn.
Florida.
And Florida.
Yeah. I mean, Michigan might play a role in this as well.
Right now. I mean,
Michigan's 14th. And if Michigan, wins convincingly between now and Ohio State, I mean, a lot of it depends on how the games go, too.
Right.
We can't just say if they win, how they win. Are the games close, are they blowouts, etc.
And if there's injury.
All right, it's 6:15. Heather has news coming up next. What's up, Heather?
Well, a woman is in some really big trouble after she basically stole a bunch of money on a fake GoFundMe account.
All right, we'll hear about that next on 97.1 The Ticket. Hey, if you're shopping for a car, you know about LaFontaine, the family deal. We've told you about it, the great service, the great selection. The family deal, which is legit. You get treated like a member of the family. But we also know that shopping for a car can be very difficult. It can be time-consuming, and we're busier and busier and busier. Life moves pretty fast. So LaFontaine put their heads together, and they came up with FamilyDealDirect.com. FamilyDealDirect.com allows you to select a vehicle, customize your monthly payment, make the purchase online, and have the car delivered to your home or office. And the online textperts at FamilyDealDirect.com will guide you through the process at your pace to help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV that best suits your mode and your budget. Completely transparent, seamless, easy, and backed by a family that truly cares. FamilyDealDirect.com. Check it out today. It's your one-stop website to shop for cars with the family deal and the LaFontaines. FamilyDealDirect.com.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Expert Heating and Cooling. The roads are accident-free so far this morning. Just starting to see some heavier traffic through the work zone on 75 southbound between Lapeer Road and University Drive.
I'm Hot Mark, owner of Expert Heating and Cooling. I know, and you know, what I've been dreaming of. Come on, choose a new high-efficiency furnace from Expert Heating and Cooling. We have the best quality and lowest price, period.
I'm Michelle Pena, the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
When traveling from Metro Airport, it's smart to bring a book, but it's even smarter to book your parking spot online at uspark.com. They'll save you time and money. So next time you fly, put it in park. US Park on Middle Belt Road.
I think my favorite thing about telecommunications is it kind of meets in the middle of creativity and writing. I think HFC allowed me to cultivate my own confidence. I'm a single father, and I don't want to do these hourly jobs. I want something bigger. I want to be in the creative world, and I think that's what drives me. These professors and through these classes, I transform into a better student. It's changed me. I am future-driven.
We're all driven by change, and at Henry Ford College, students are transforming their futures every day. Apply now at hfcc.edu.
Hi, I'm Lucy, your daughter's favorite ballet teacher. This flu season, I can't afford to get sick. So I get my flu shot at Rite Aid because 14 little ballerinas and their parents are counting on me to get them recital ready. Plie in second position.
And I'm your Rite Aid pharmacist. The flu shot is no cost with most insurance and no appointment needed. So come join Lucy and get your flu shot at Rite Aid today for everyone who counts on you.
Vaccines available while supplies last. Age restrictions apply. From state. See pharmacist for details.
The Detroit Lions needed more than a copier and printer company. Applied Imaging customer Dan Lentz, Lions Executive Director of Corporate Partnerships.
We were looking for a business solutions company, and that's what we found.
How has Applied Imaging helped the team's business?
People are happy with the equipment that we've got, the solution side, and it's more so, and I'm sure you hear this quite a bit, but it's the people.
Sandwich with a delicious new Beyond Sausage Sandwich from Dunkin'. Say what? It's a tasty Beyond Meat sausage patty with egg and cheese, all on an English muffin. Oh yeah! That's 10 grams of great tasting plant-based protein. Great taste plant-based? Wait, it's plant-based? Yeah, it's plant-based. And it tastes great. Yummy! Try Dunkin's Beyond Sausage Sandwich. It's a whole new way to start the day. America rocks on Dunkin'.
A heart in my tasty Honey Nut Cheerios? Siri, you trying to tell me you love me?
Actually, it's reminding you that it can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
Wait, they can help lower cholesterol? I've been so focused on the sweet taste that I completely forgot. Now I'm in love.
Learn more about making Honey Nut Cheerios part of your heart-healthy lifestyle by picking up a box at your local grocery store.
Dunkin' has created a new way to start your day. Introducing the all-new plant-based Beyond Sausage Sandwich. Join 97.1 The Ticket and celebrity sampler Herman Moore this Friday at the Southfield Dunkin' location on Northwestern Highway for free samples from 8 till 10 a.m.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
The Detroit Red Wings play the New York Rangers. Pre-game tonight at 7:40 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Cold today, and there is a chance of snow showers overnight. You might wake up at this point tomorrow morning with a little bit of snow on the ground.
Wow.
High of 40 degrees today, but obviously it's going to get colder from there. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
With that as an intro.
I don't want the snow.
No.
Not ready for that yet.
I wore gloves today for the first time. Gloves, Heather.
I didn't even wear socks.
I won.
My feet are cold.
Walking the dogs. And that's
I have it. My first time.
What about a hat? Have you worn like a winter hat yet?
I don't wear hats.
You don't? You just let your ears go cold?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, sure. I don't know.
No, you gotta wear it.
Yeah. Oh, I've been wearing the hat for quite a while now.
I see you look cute in a hat. I would not.
Yeah, but I still wear it even if I would still wear it even if I didn't look cute. Because
But
I
you
hate
make
when
sure-
my ears get cold.
But you would make sure you had a cute hat to wear.
Oh, I definitely do.
Yes, of course.
I mean, I definitely do, but I've been wearing one for quite a while
You
now.
gotta do wear the hat we got from the mystery box last year, because I wear my Ravens
No,
hat.
I donated it to the Salvation Army.
What hat did you get last year? I forget.
It's,
The Chargers, wasn't it?
no, I got a Chargers shirt, which I also donated.
Oh.
I know. And when I moved, I went through all of my stuff and kind of was like, am I ever going to wear this? If I am, I am. If I'm not, I'm not.
So you kept your teeth, and you gave away your heart, your hat, your... What hat did you get? I'm trying to remember.
I can't remember what it was. It was black and gold.
The Steelers?
No, it was a basketball team.
Okay.
I don't know who it was.
Oh, I don't remember the hat. I remember she had something with the Chargers.
Chargers shirt was
Chargers
really
shirt.
cool.
I know. I'll never wear it, so somebody else can enjoy it.
All right.
Okay, so the Warren Police Department says that it plans to interview the entire varsity football team at De La Salle, as well as school staff, administrators, and coaches in its investigation into the team's hazing incident. The police commissioner also said that obviously he can't give a lot of details. He can't say how many people were involved or when the incident took place, but he did say it happened very recently.
Stoney, you asked a kind of a rhetorical question about this, and if this were De La Salle, is it De La Salle or De La Salle? I got whatever. If they were 7-2 and they hadn't won their first playoff game, would this even be a story? And I was thinking about that, and I don't know the answer to that question. Only the people inside the program do.
You would hope the answer would be yes.
Well, but then I started wondering, maybe this is a byproduct, or maybe there's a cause and effect here, right? I mean, when Michigan State had a really bad year a few years ago, a lot of people said there's something wrong inside that locker room, and there was.
Yes.
And so maybe there is a cause and effect. I don't know if this has always gone on at this school, or maybe there is something bad going on, and it led to a really poor season by their standards.
And one of their best players was hurt, too. So.
Oh, really? This shows what I know.
Yeah.
I know nothing about De La Salle's football team.
I don't either.
So now I know a little bit more than I did before.
I know that Jim Bentley went to De La Salle, and Frank Beckman did as well, I think, right?
I have no idea.
That's the
where
extent of
Frank
my
Beckman-
knowledge. And then Scott Merchant
And it
was the
might not
coach
be
there
true.
for like a day, and then he went back to Chippewa Valley.
Yeah, Chippewa Valley lost this one.
I know. I'm not happy about that. There's Evan Jenkins on the line.
I know.
All right, Heather,
Look at
what
that.
else is, you went to Rochester Ave.
I did.
Yeah.
I do know that.
They lost too.
Oh, bummer.
Oh.
Bummer. Man, oh, bother. So a shooting attack in Mexico near the U.S. border. Now, relatives of the family actually believe it might have been a case of mistaken identity by Mexican drug cartel.
You would think, unless they think.
However, this family says they're no stranger to drug cartel violence. So there's a history here, and they said that maybe they were a target. They were traveling kind of in vehicles one after another for safety reasons. So there was 3 vehicles. In each vehicle, a mother was driving and was driving all their children. They were trying to see family members, and that's when they were hit by gunfire. One of the vehicles exploded in flames.
Sounds like a scene from a movie.
It sounds horrendous.
So you say they might have been involved in the drug cartel?
Not involved, but had
the Mormon mules.
I don't know, a connection or a past with the drug cartel. Not meaning that they were part of it, but had issues with them in the past. They said they were no stranger to the drug cartel violence. A suspect has been arrested, and obviously there will be an ongoing investigation.
I'm impressed the suspect was arrested.
This quickly?
Well, I'm just saying, when it comes to a Mexican drug cartel ambush murder, usually it's like, well, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, whenever you think about that, you think of El Chapo.
Correct.
Yeah, you definitely think
And
about
now El Chapo's wife.
Yeah, Mrs. Chapo.
Yes. Yeah. So a Pennsylvania woman is facing theft charges after she faked having cancer and then collected more than $10,000 from all these giving people through a GoFundMe campaign.
How did they catch her faking cancer?
Well, her friend turned her in, and then her husband turned her in. So she wasn't married. And on this fundraiser, she said that she was diagnosed with this hereditary colon cancer. She was facing tremendous medical bills, travel costs. She was paying for the care of her children. She missed her work. And she said that she was receiving chemotherapy at Penn Medicine. And finally, she went on podcasts. She did interviews but saying that she had cancer just to get money from people. And they say this money was just deposited into her bank account. And finally, a friend of hers went and filed a report saying that she did not believe that this woman had cancer. And then about a month later, her husband did the exact same. He said, hey, we have medical insurance. She is covered under my medical bills. We haven't even met the deductible yet. We're okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really clever scam if you pull it off.
Well,
I mean, clever, but also really difficult to keep up. I mean, don't you have to act like you then are very sick? If she's saying she is undergoing all these medical procedures and don't you kind of have to...
Well, Heather,
it's a big act.
Jamie and I worked with a young man.
Yeah.
Who faked cancer for a long time at a previous radio station.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And the ruse was so incredible.
What?
He would have the head of the company or the head of the station would meet him
at the
hospital with his paycheck, and he would just somehow get to the hospital and wear scrub or whatever.
You were kidding
no,
me.
It was.
Did he shave his head? Did he look like he was? Did he lose his hair?
I never saw.
Did he go to those lengths?
No.
But he did. Yeah, there was one episode.
Oh my gosh.
That Stoney's describing. I remember where he said the guy pulled up in front of the hospital. He came running out to his car to collect the paycheck. Hey, thanks. I'm in the middle of treatment. I really appreciate it. And took the paycheck and ran back in.
Oh my gosh! What a piece of scum.
But the thing is that people
it makes
for
me
the most
sick.
part are good, kind people, and so they want to help the fellow man.
Yes,
right?
and that's even what GoFundMe has said, is that don't let this scare you. We don't run into these kind of scams very often.
Right.
This is a rarity that this woman was trying to pull off. But I think about that when I see some GoFundMes, like, are you really struggling that bad?
Right. I agree.
All right, so a list of the fattest states in America is in, and Michigan just missed being included in the top 10.
Oh.
So we're not doing very well. We're not the worst, but
Better than I thought.
Are we improving? Like, were we in the top 10 last year? Does it have previous rankings?
No, Wisconsin used to always be in the top 10.
Well, in the top 10, they're not in the top 10. So they're doing something right.
Okay.
Mississippi came in at number 1. They're the fattest state in the nation.
Congratulations.
Followed then by West Virginia and Kentucky, then Tennessee and Alabama, and we are at number 11. So
What are those 4 states? State's having
West Virginia was going to be my guess. They usually, they usually highlight them as at least the least healthy state in the union, not necessarily the fattest. Right. Those two often go hand in hand.
They sure do.
Because the coal mines.
Is that why?
Healthy? I don't know. That's why they're not healthy, but
there was the celebrity chef, I think his name is Jamie Oliver.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Because he did a show like 10 or 12 years ago where he went to like the unhealthiest city in West Virginia.
Okay.
And he tried to take over the school lunch program. And it was comical and tragic at the same time. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
He showed what went into a chicken nugget.
I wouldn't even want to know.
And then he actually made like real chicken breasts for, not vegan.
Yeah.
For lunch. And the kids said like, no, we'd rather have the chicken nuggets.
Of course they would.
Even though they saw everything that had gone into it.
Of course they would. And the healthiest or the leanest state, Utah.
Utah.
Yep.
Good for them.
So there you go.
All right. Thank you, Heather.
Oh man, that went fast.
I know. We came to you late. You have a lot for next time.
I do.
Coming up next, the Wide Nine. We look back, we look ahead, we talk football with you on 97.1 The Ticket.
Need care now? With the Henry Ford Urgent Care skill for Amazon Alexa, you can now ask Alexa for urgent care in walk-in clinic locations, hours, and wait times. Learn more at henryford.com/Alexa.
This is so nice. By just using code DELIVERY to get our groceries delivered for free from Walmart means there'll be no Thanksgiving shopping for us.
Goodbye hosting stress. Hello, recliner.
Wait, don't we have to pick up some guests from the airport?
Actually, I just ordered a ride for them.
So they're getting delivered too?
You could say that.
It's kind of like we're getting all of Thanksgiving delivered.
Delivery is the best.
Use code DELIVERY to get free deliveries on groceries. Walmart. Save money, live better. $50 minimum offer expires March 31st, 2020. Delivery available in select areas.
How to play soccer today. Have a kid. Buy the kid a soccer ball. Sign up for a town league. Write a check. Practice. Ignore other sports. Focus on soccer. Drop Town's Rec League. Sign up for travel team. Write a check. Travel. Give up weekend obligations. Travel. Sign up for camp. Write a check. Sign up for camp. Write a check. Sign up for elite camp. Write a big check. Kid turns 10. Sign up for elite team. If kid makes it, write a check. Sign up for a private trainer. Write another check. Write another check because you think it's good for your kid. Only to have that kid decide they want to quit playing that sport that you wrote all those checks for. Now they want to play another sport. It's a little late to start, so write a check to a private coach to catch up. Buy the kid new gear. Sign up for a new league. Write a check. Practice. Write a check. No other sports. Focus on this one. Write a check.
65% of low-income kids have given up on sports. Ever wonder why? Don't retire, kid. Visit ProjectPlaySEMI.org and find out what the cost of youth sports is costing us. Proudly supported by Project Play Southeast Michigan and the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation. You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. We'll also have a dolphin chatter excitedly in front of the perfect candidate. Okay, there's no dolphin. But skills tests, that's for sure. See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Visit Indeed.com/promo today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
Happy, smart, hardworking roofing contractors keep jobs running smoothly. They save time with Beacon. The Beacon Pro Plus app features online ordering, automated rebate tracking, and online bill pay. Choose products like
frustration means watching games and you think your team's going to win, and to me, it's the Lions. They just frustrate me.
All right, the frustration of the three local teams has led to many goals being unachieved this year. However, a few goals still remain on the table. What is more likely? Michigan State beating Michigan, Michigan beating Ohio State, or the Lions making the play?
That's a toughie there, Tom, but I'm going to go with Michigan State beating Michigan. They always come up with one mental rivalry game. Something crazy can happen. I know their offense blows. Michigan's offense isn't that great either. And Michigan State, winning for D'Antonio. What the hell knows what goes on in that locker room? They hate Michigan with such a passion, as you know. I think that's more likely, although I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think the Lions are going to make the playoffs. I think mathematically there's just too many teams ahead of them, so I eliminate that. It comes down to the other two. And to me, it's a toss-up. I'm going to go with Michigan beating Ohio State, even though I think that's highly unlikely. Michigan State, to me, showed what they were about against Penn State. That was their, okay, what do you got? They had a bye beforehand, all the talk about it, and they came up with nothing. What was the what? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Assuming the weather's nice, I'll take Michigan over Ohio State.
All right, the Lions have led or been tied in every game this season but one. That late in the fourth quarter for 5 minutes left or less. If the Lions defense was playing as good as it did in the second half last year, what would their record be?
8-0. It'd be 8-0. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, their offense has been playing very, very well. And, they've been in every single game except for the very, very end of the Minnesota game. So if you're saying their defense is playing at a top 6, top 7 level as opposed to bottom 2, and their offense is playing at a top 5 level, which is statistically what their offense has been, other than the whole line factor and one would even out to the offense, what you're suggesting is that there's just no way that the Detroit Lions will be undefeated halfway through the season because of the Lions.
Yeah, 6-2.
Okay, let me ask you this. I'll rephrase the question. If NFL team X had a top 7 defense and a top 5 offense, what would the record be?
You're asking what the X stands for.
Any team.
Do you know that they've never been better than 6-2 in my life at the 8-game point? And you just said they'd be undefeated.
If the scenario you just mentioned was the Lions. Oh, okay, take me on that ground. I'll take 3-4-1.
I'm going to say 7-1. The Green Bay game, they actually played really good defense, and the rest of it.
All right, this is my favorite one on the list today. Everybody lambasted the Raiders when they traded Khalil Mack to the Bears last season. The trade netted the Raiders potential Rookie of the Year, Josh Jacobs, as well as the Bears' first-round pick next year, which currently is number 11. The Raiders also have $71 million in cap space next year, while the Bears have just $12 million. They don't have a franchise quarterback. Did the Oakland Raiders win with Khalil Mack?
Preliminary indications say yes, they did, and because of Mayock and the Horton game draft-wise, it's that simple.
No, it's not that simple. I said the Bears don't win. They got a better player. And the Raiders are 4-4. Way to go. What does that get you? I mean, are we going to say we're celebrating 4-4?
That's some no celebration here.
He's looking down the line.
What the Bears get out of it? They're going to end up with no playoff wins out of the Khalil Mack trade because these idiots are going to spend so much money. Now they have nowhere to go, and they don't have a quarterback, so they're going to have to.
Okay, but that happened before they got Khalil Mack. They did their whole Trubisky, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson mess. That was before they got Khalil Mack.
They should have made the trade. They weren't ready to win.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
They won the division last year. They hosted a playoff game last year.
And what again?
They're kicking blue.
As many playoff wins as the Detroit Lions have in the
You're
last 20
absolutely
years.
right. Well, I'm sorry. I must have missed the Raiders' whole playoff wins over the last one winning season in 20 years.
I think the Raiders are going to be a real good team in the next couple of years. No, I never said the Jets would be a real good team. I just said you shouldn't eliminate them. Very different. You take the Raiders out. Come on.
I might not do that.
All right, one more. Every NFL team has now played at least half their regular season games. What team that is 500 or worse will make the playoffs? The Raiders. And what two teams will play in Super Bowl 54?
Chargers. somebody who had the process done. Well, look no further than punter Sam Martin. Sam Martin went to Dr. B. Sam Martin went through the NeoGraft process, and Sam Martin is thrilled with the results. In fact, he's so thrilled that he's lent his name to Dr. B. So when you call Dr. Berkowitz, mention punter. Just say the word punter, and you will get 0% financing and guaranteed results. Check Sam Martin out on the sideline next time you're watching a game and see how thrilled he is with the results from Dr. Berkowitz. You can get your hair back, get your confidence back, stop wearing hats everywhere. Call Dr. Berkowitz today at 8441-HAIR or go to the web at drb4hair.com. That's drb4hair.com. Say punter. 0% financing and guaranteed results. 8441-HAIR. drb4hair.com.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by the San Bernstein Law Firm. 1-800-CALL SAM. An accident has just been cleared in Warren Mount southbound near 696. Elsewhere, the roads look pretty good so far, although traffic volumes are starting to build at 75 southbound between Lapeer Road and University Drive, 94 westbound between Shook Road and 696, as well as 94 westbound right around Telegraph. And it's also building in pockets 96 eastbound anywhere between Kensington and Novi Roads. I'm Michelle Pena, the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
The Detroit Pistons host the New York Knicks. Pregame tonight at 6:35 on News Radio 950 WWJ.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein. When you need help, you turn to family. Every day we fight for families like yours because we are family.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. Chargers owner Dean Spanos went ballistic yesterday over reports that he was considering relocating to London. We all know that he can't even give away tickets at his temporary bandbox soccer stadium. What's more, this serves him right for abandoning San Diego just because taxpayers had the nerve to deny him a free stadium. So Spanos forked over a $650 million relocation fee, which could have financed half of a new ballpark to become a second-class tenant in the Rams' new Hollywood Park Stadium next fall. Here's where you, my loyal listeners, can cash in on Spanos' epic blunder. We've all seen how every Chargers home game is overrun by fans of the opposing team. There are plenty of season tickets in the new stadium to be had at a steep discount relative to the Rams' prices, and you can even make a killing on the secondary market. Buyer beware, though. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Head clogged with sinus pressure, congestion, and a stuffy nose? The worst. But you can get fast relief from Vicks Sinex nasal spray. It works in seconds and lasts for 12 hours. 12 hours! So breathe freely, fast with Vicks Sinex. Use as directed. Introducing the $1 concert deal. Or get a real deal at McDonald's. Introducing the buy one, get one for $1 deal. Buy one of your faves and pick another for just an extra buck. Choose from a Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder with cheese, or 10-piece chicken McNuggets. But you better stop by McDonald's today because this deal is only around for a limited time. Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any offers or combo meal. Head clogged with sinus pressure, congestion, and a stuffy nose? The worst. But you can get fast relief from Vicks Sinex nasal spray. It works in seconds and lasts for 12 hours. 12 hours! So breathe freely, fast with the Vicks Sinex. Use as directed.
The internet. You need it. Almost every minute of the day. Because hey, you've got shows to stream, emails to reply all to, and LOLs to, LOL. That's why you need Xfinity. You can get the fastest, most reliable internet with gig speeds available. So you can get online and get down to business faster. And Xfinity delivers enhanced network security so all your connected devices are protected. Get instant alerts when strangers are trying to hop on your network. Set curfews with parental controls and pause your Wi-Fi at dinner time. That's life with Xfinity, the best internet provider in America, according to speedtest.net. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Or get 4 times the speed for just $10 more a month for 12 months. Plus, add enhanced network security. Go online, call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Requires Eagle Illinois pay. Ends 1/7/20. Restrictions apply. New performance starter 25 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary and are not guaranteed. 5
Finally, football season is here. Can you imagine driving the entire length of a football field at 55 miles an hour blindfolded? That is how long it usually takes a person to respond to a text message while driving. If you are on the road, you are at risk. Mike Purpura here. In the event of a tragic car accident, dying from heart attack, stroke, cancer, etc., having the right life insurance will provide your family with the financial security they deserve. Call now at 877-734-2200 or on the web at nbphealth.com. And remember, National Benefit Plans would like to be your health and life insurance agency for a lifetime.
24 Seconds Bar and Grill in Berkeley is the place to be for everything sports. Always great drink specials during the Michigan State and U of M football and basketball games. 24 Seconds in Berkeley, where the food is great, service is great, and the parking is free. 24secondsbar.com.
The Detroit Tigers' new 1901 Society features the best games, private player meet and greets, exclusive events, benefits, and more. See Detroit Tigers baseball in a new and exciting way, starting at just $38 per month. Join now at tigers.com/1901. 97.1 The Ticket and CBS Sports Radio 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. The Oakland Raiders host the Los Angeles Chargers. Thursday night football. Pre-game at 8 on CBS Sports Radio 1270.
Maybe it started last night, in case you missed it. Kentucky over Michigan State, 69-63. The Spartans tied for 26 from three-point land. Cassius Winston, 21 points. Freshman Tyrese Maxey led Kentucky with 26 points. Michigan State did cut it to 2, just under a minute left, and Maxey hit a long three-pointer to put them up 5. By the way, Tyrese Maxey, 26 points, like I said. Jamie, the most points by a freshman over a AP #1 ranked team in victory since Tyler Hansbrough at 27 over Duke in 2006. Sorry, pass that little nugget. Wait. Michigan, they beat Appalachian State 79-71 in the coaching debut of Juwan Howard. Eli Brooks with 24. John Teskey had a double-double in the first half alone. They shot much better from the three-point range. The Spartans hit 36%. But a big story in that game is that Michigan blew a 30-point lead. They were up 30 points, and then Appalachian State went on a 32-6 run to cut it like 4 with about a minute left.
I read an article that if Appalachian State had won the game, ESPN was going to name it the 3rd greatest college basketball game ever played.
It would have been the greatest comeback ever. My goodness.
Yeah.
They couldn't do anything. They just kept turning the ball over.
Did they know that the free throw line is 15 feet away, not 14?
Oh my God, it was ridiculous. They missed 6 in a row at one point.
Look at you guys getting all frosty over a early November.
I mean, it wasn't your mail in like once you get a big league. It got ugly. I actually got concerned for a second.
Yeah.
I was flipping back between Duke and Kansas, and that game was just turnover and turnover. So I put back the Michigan game just to see what's going on. I said, God, down to 12. What the hell's going on here?
I lost control of my TV last night. My daughters and my wife were watching Little Mermaid live.
I heard it was powerful. I just bombed.
My wife went to a neighbor's to watch.
I hear it. Really?
Serious? Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, because she knew I didn't want to watch it. I mean,
I don't know. You guys have more than one television?
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
My daughters liked it a lot.
I can imagine young girls liking it, but just from what I've seen on the internet, it's getting really, really bad.
What they did is they showed the actual movie, and then they would just intersperse it with a few live numbers. So it wasn't like they did the whole thing
right.
live.
I said, Cindy, how was it? She goes, it was awful. It was mostly animation, and then
it was the movie.
Yeah. Did not like.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Red Wings take on the Rangers tonight, 8 o'clock. You'll definitely want to stay up late for that tilt.
Well, it's rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
In the NHL. Wednesday night's rivalry night, so when you get two teams like the Wings and the Rangers, both really good teams.
I'm sure Justin Applicator was at the Garden last night rooting on the Spartans.
He might have been, actually.
Exactly.
He might very well have been.
Kevin Durant was there.
Yeah, I thought that was odd.
Nothing else to do. He's sitting courtside. I saw him hug Cassius Winston before the game.
Really?
John Wall was there, on his Kentucky squad.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And Pistons taking on, speaking of New York teams, the next team.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you gave a sports update, and Tony's coming up in 3 minutes.
Sorry.
All right, get your topic.
Oh, I know. I'm Washington, D.C., they have a football team called the Redskins who suck. And obviously the same things that we have here with the Lions, they have there, except their history's a little better. They've actually won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But they hate their owner more than Lions fans dislike the ownership here. So Harper's Ferry Brewery has come out with a beer that's going to debut on Sunday in the Washington area called Sell the Team. It's a West Coast IPA.
It gets right to the point.
Yes, it's called Sell the Team, and it comes out on Sunday. So we were wondering, at 97136 on the ticket text, if you could name a beer after a local sports situation, team, whatever.
Oh, I think it has to be Lions related, don't you?
No, it could be both. It could be
really?
Well, it could be anything.
I think there's so much potential with the Lions more than any other team.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I had one that was.
All right, go ahead.
It was called Trouble with the Tap.
I see. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that works a lot.
Yes, and there's also one for the Tigers I had called 100 Loss Proof.
Okay.
But there is some Lions one. I did tight end draft.
Yeah, we took a tight end in the draft. Yeah. The draft and the Lions just goes together so perfectly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Long draft.
Paul Sarah had one good one, just SOL, same old lager.
That wins. Next. Let's move on.
I know.
How can that be beaten? Same old lager.
Same old lager.
Give me another SOL.
Yeah, get another round of SOLs. What do you think of it? I don't really like it that much, but you know what? I'm just lazy to think of something else.
The special this month is the Black Swan, though.
Yeah, no, I think SOL, same old lager. I mean, exactly. If you could beat SOL, same old lager, 97136, if you could name a beer after a sports situation that we're dealing with here in Michigan, right?
Yeah. Well, how about this? Speaking of which, we have a deal. There's like 97 on the ticket deal.
Yes, we do. We have 2 different
So
beers.
maybe we can get to the authorities, the